Hey guys, so day one of being the midwife. As we're in third year in it, we have to like take charge of appointments and things like that. And I basically handed in my dissertation yesterday and I'm working today, so everything's a bit non-stop. But speaking with my friend, she was saying how, yep, it's time to go get this. We have to come into placement and be the midwife. So I'm going to be sharing with you guys my week of being the midwife. 3 shifts in a row, you know. I'm walking towards the hospital early. We thank God midwives be early, and I'll let you know how the day goes. But one thing I wanted to share that I was reflecting on this morning, because I've had like 3 weeks of uni slash a study week. I haven't been on shift in a few weeks in it. So my anxiety was hitting the roof. I didn't know what to read, what to look at to prepare me. Obviously reading guidelines is good, but at the same time, like when you come to your shift, it's the unknown. Like you don't know what's going to happen, who you're going to be looking after. And that through encouragement from my friends Michael and Joy, they don't even know, just through conversations with them and through posts on Instagram and stuff, I'm just encouraged that my identity is not in what I do and how much I know, in who I'm looking after, in the comments I get, in my feedback. My identity is in God alone, my worth is in God alone. So all I'm going to do is do my best and be me. But yeah, people are looking at me because I'm holding the camera. So yeah, I'll keep you guys posted on how the day goes. Hey guys, apologies for the noise, it's a bit loud here, but today's going to be a quick one because I don't even remember the date. Like I've had 3 women today, it's been a lot, but at the same time it's been amazing. Guess who got 2 births today? That's right, 2 births. I'm on number 29. Say something. But anyway, it's not about that, so let's get rid of these glasses. So what I learned, what I need to improve on / what didn't go too well. Let's get into this. These are going to be short snapshots, so I'm not going to get into the whole day, but just know that I had 3 women today. So the first one was a postnatal, and what went well with her care was that I took the lead. The midwife trusted me and she told me to go ahead and go and do the postnatal checks for mum and baby. We just created a plan of care and everything had been done, so literally just to ask mum if she wants breakfast, if she wants a shower, and just ask her and her partner to get their things packed up, and we'll be transferring to the postnatal ward. The baby was also premature, so was on pre-feed BMs, which means that before a feed we have to take the baby's blood sugars. She was ready to feed baby. It had been 2 hours since last feed, and I even saw some feeding cues from baby. I went to go and get that stuff, and what didn't go well was I got the adult blood sugar monitor. I didn't know that they do a different one for babies, because what I've experienced before was the adult one. So this one is quite different, and it's like you've got like this little tube that you put baby's blood into, and you put it into on a blood capillary, the same machine that you use for any cord blood. So that was really interesting and really, yeah, that was a good thing to learn. So that's what went well / what I didn't know, improvement. And that, yeah, with a premature baby, or I don't know if it's specifically because she's 36 weeks, she needs to stay in the hospital for 72 hours. All right, second lady. So second lady happened between my care for this lady. But as it was a transfer upstairs, it was fine. So yeah, this was a paranoia, you know, she hadn't had a baby before and things happened so fast. But yeah, she has pregnancy-induced hypertension. So she had an induction for high blood pressure and pregnancy, and her medication was labetalol. So what went well was I was able to give this to her and go through like the right things to do, so the right time, the right medication, the right dosage, the right person, and all of that stuff, and ensure that this was her medication. That went well. And also, of course, helping her birth her baby went well. What also went well was I was able to do hand expressing with her after the baby was born. But what didn't go too well was I think I need to work on giving more verbal and emotional support. Not that I don't give it, I give it, but I just see the midwife that I'm working with going the extra mile and doing a lot more, like rubbing her back and all of that stuff. And I want to be the midwife and in the frame doing that, not just documenting, which I was kind of doing. But it still was a really good lady that we looked after. I mean, we really enjoyed looking after her, and a really amazing birth. And for my third lady, who was like earlier on in the day 3 centimeters, and things escalated so fast. She was low risk. She wasn't induced or anything, so she actually didn't need to be in a CTG. So I conducted intermittent auscultation, listening into baby every 15 minutes after a contraction, and yeah, just sticking to that time and get that done. That went really well. What didn't go so well was just, I feel like I need to be a bit more confident or sound a bit more assertive. Not like I'm demanding a woman, of course not, everyone's got their choice, but I noticed a difference when like the woman was on her back and she looked quite like not that all that comfortable, and I said to her, do you want to go on your back, do you want to go on your side, do you want to change position, or are you okay? And she said, no, I'm fine. The midwife came in the room and was like, okay, let's get you onto your left, and that will help with breaking your waters. And she's like, okay. And then like she just got into her left, and it's like there's a major difference in the way I said it and the way she said it. She explained she was more confident in saying it, and yeah, that created like the best outcome. What also didn't go well, which is not completely my fault, was she actually asked for us to give her an ARM, so to break her waters, because it was her 3rd baby. Breaking her waters would make things move faster. I had done it, the shift I was telling you about yesterday, I did it. So I was coming to do it, but at this point she was in all 4s position, so it was very difficult for me to do it. So the midwife said she's going to try. She also couldn't do it and asked the lady to turn around, and the midwife had said to me, oh, like maybe her turning around would be a better position for you. And I said, no, it's okay, I just wanted to try in it. But you never know until you try. So that's what didn't go well. She did it and then it worked. And lastly, for what I need to improve on, it's my examinations. So the first lady, I examined her and she was fully, I didn't feel any cervix, and we also saw a purple line on her back, which kind of goes like from the indent of the anus, indent of the anus upwards. And that's an indication that a woman is fully dilated. For this lady, I was trying to feel cervix. I almost said I didn't feel cervix, but then I felt a little cervix on the side. So I was like, maybe this is what they call anterior lip. And then I felt more, and I was maybe 9 centimeters. In my head, I wanted to say 8 centimeters, but I didn't want to change what I said again, so I just stayed with what I said. And eventually later, for another reason, the midwife had to examine her and was like, oh no, I think she's just only 6 centimeters. And I was like, wow, that's way off. But her cervix was very stretchy and it wasn't well applied to baby's head. Also in examinations, I always noticed the midwife going a bit deeper than me, so yeah. Anyway, this lady progressed super fast and she had her baby within 30 minutes to an hour after all of that. So yeah, thank God for today. I'm really seeing God's favor with me. Honestly, like my shifts have been unbelievable. I'm grateful. I have nothing much more to say, but glory to God, thank God. And I've improved so much as well. So like my comments were usually like goods and stuff. When I was in 1st and 2nd year, I was getting very goods and excellence. So coming to a new trust humbled me. Everything is good and it's a learning curve in it, but the midwife I worked with today gave me a very good. And yeah, she explained why and told me what to work on. And yeah, the last comment I had got was a good, where she explained why and told me what to work on. And I can honestly see the improvement in my practice, in my confidence and everything. But one thing they keep saying is work on my confidence. So yeah, shout outs to one of my mates, shout outs to ABL, who's actually given me a book about confidence that I need to read. So yeah, anyway, thank you for listening. Yeah. Hey guys, just remembered 2 other cool facts that I learned. So I learned that basically 2 of my women had high systolic blood pressures, which I escalated to the midwife. But I learned that when it's high, so when I say high, it was borderline, like about 144, 145, and 140 is borderline, and that's close to 140. But when it's a high systolic and a low diastolic or normal diastolic, it just kind of indicates basically that a woman, the blood pressure is pain related. If it was a high systolic and diastolic, then you know for sure that a woman has a high blood pressure. Obviously you still double check the blood pressure, but it's not too concerning when the systolic blood pressure is high. Also, to help a woman actually break her waters, this was before we conducted the ARM, the artificial rupture of membranes, one of her legs up, and that really helps.